What's up, everybody? This is Crypto3, and we're back from our playing Pokemon X and Y. And now in the last episode that we arrived at Centerland City, and now we're just taking a little detour around this city, of course. And now we're just on our way to do some training before we face the gym leader. Before I start things off a little bit, I just want to say that I'm about up to 93 subscribers, and I'm almost close to 100, and I want to thank all my subscribers out there for watching my channel and my videos. That just makes me so proud right now. I'm only seven away from 100, and I just want to get so close. To him as possible. So now, as I'm saying this, but I'll tell you that on the way, so let's go ahead. So that we got a new clothes, and now we're just, so we're just chilling here, and now we got also a new thing is that we call it a roller skates, and now we can also do some spins. Woohoo! So now all that is good, so we got roller skates and X items, and a great ball, and we're all good to go. So let's go ahead to Route 22 Detour Way. So now, the good news is that we can also be doing some more training before we face the gym. So that'll be great. So if you see here on this number here, so that's what route is actually telling us. So let's go ahead and do some more training. Before I first do off that trainer, and what's also new is because when you walk away, so that trainer will not look at you. If you take 2 steps, then she'll see you where you go. So she'll be 1, 2. Before you go, and she'll stop looking at you over here. So that is just weird. So before I do, so let's go ahead and since I got fledgling up about level 9, and I forgot to heal up. But since we faced that trainer by the front of that gym, and she had a Bidoof, so I think 1 level before Fletchling learns that new move, Peck. So let's go ahead and leave it Fletchling in the front, so it could learn that new flying move as I was talking about. And this one's Rising Star Loose, if I said her name right. And she also has a Psyduck that we haven't seen yet. And we're also in nighttime. So this is really great. So now we never actually play in nighttime. Because I know how much people are not at such a nighttime person. And now he's going to go for a water sport that can actually lower our fire types. That we don't actually have any fire types moves on this Fletchling here. And what I also do know is that, what I also do know is that my second episode is that, happens to be, 83 views, and it's the only episode, I think that have to be episode 2, that is the only episode that's getting the highest, and now she's having a Leo, if I said it correctly, and it happens to be a fire type, I think. So let's just go ahead and we should be fine for matchup with this, unless she has a higher level, and we're just 2 lower levels from her, but we're not, but we're higher level than her, so we're level 9, and her Lilio happens to be a fire type, and also that reminds me, because why do I always have to say that? But anyway, so I think that this Litio, if I say it correctly, please do leave in the comments, because I always get mixed up things here, and that was really powerful tackle, because now I also do mention in that tackle in this version has seriously major power in it. And now that's 111? That's seriously crazy. I can never been imagined impossible by now. And what do you know? So we also got Pack. So that's great. So now we're good to go. So that's good for now. So now it's time for Pikachu, and let's go ahead and switch Pikachu up front because since it's like lower level. So now so as I was saying is what was I gonna say? Jeez, I couldn't put my finger on it. Come on, Goldeen, let's show them what we're made of. So my opinion that she has a Goldeen on her full team of Goldeens on her teams. So let's see. So she does have a Goldeen in her mind. So that's one Goldeen. Let's see if she also has another Goldeen on her team. Seriously, and I also forgot to switch Thundershock up to the front of position, but now it's in second position. So I forgot about that. And you're going for a peck on the electric type. You could have been paralyzed, Goldeen. You could have been paralyzed. Seriously, you could have been paralyzed. So let me go ahead and take a little sip of my water. Because I never drink soda because I always drink water all the time because I know some people like to say healthy, and now there's like a new move called Play Nice. And what Play Nice is also a, how to explain it? Play Nice is also that lowers your enemy's attack. Like, for example, if you're using a, like Tackle and Quick Attack and Scratch and, I'm trying to think some other moves that are also physical attacks. I'm trying to think. But what I do know is that if you use Play Nice like 1 or 2 times, and those specific attack moves, they will decrease their attack, and just that, and it'll just decrease their attack moves. That's so quick. I'm like, wow. I'm like, what? So now we just barely took that. What was it? A's or last? Gosh dang it, I can't remember what that trainer's name was. So because I wasn't paying attention. So before we do, let's go ahead and check out what's going on in this grass route here. Because I forgot to mention is that we also found a Psyduck. and that hardly requires me is that I know some people don't actually comment my videos because I just don't know why it was going on. But anyway, so whoa, that was bright. So before we go off to the next trainer, is that which Pokemon you guys rather want me to catch? So there's Psyduck, and Azurill happens to be a water type, and happens to evolve form of Marill to Cimmerrill. But I think that the truly thing is that you can only you can get a Cimmerrill to evolve it is by having his happiness up higher to become a Marill, and then you can actually I think it was like level 19, I think. But like I said, let me guys know in the comments which Pokemon would you rather want me to use on my team. If it's okay, if you don't want to, I consider not to add it on my team. So let's go ahead and check some other Pokemon what's in here before we do. And what just happened? My computer just starts acting up all crazy right now. It's detected, and now I'm like, okay. And then suddenly my computer just shut down. I'm like, okay. And now we also run Bully, if I said correctly. And so that's been new, which is we might actually fought it in battle or not. I'm just kind of make sure. And let's go ahead and check another Pokemon in here. I'm pretty sure there's 2 newest ones in here. So let's see. So we saw Psyduck, Azurill, and a Bumbly, and another Azurill. Really? And I think there's what was it? And I forgot to mention that in the last forest where we've been fought that youngster Joey, he also had a Pokemon named Scatterbug. Oh, and there's also new in this route, also Lilito. But if you want me to catch a fire type, now is the best time to catch it or not. But if I guys would catch it, if you guys would let me know which team I would rather use on my team, just let me guys know. And so now that's Since now there's, okay, if I backtrack right here, right now, so we saw Psyduck, the Cyril, Bumblebee, Lito, and I think there's a newest one in this round, if I say it correctly, but I'm currently sure if I'm not. I think it might be the next one, but I'm pretty sure is that you can only get, I think, hold on, maybe, I'll just forget about it now. I think there was a newest one called the Rylu. If it's true, let me guys know in the comments, because I am not hardly true or not. Just let me guys know in the comments if just let me guys know if it's true or not. Because now, she was talking about some cheers, something stuff, and what's going up on here, because what is it? Like, seriously, what is up there that we can't get through? So now, there's, oh, so what do you know? So we got a next trainer, and, oh, and there's another trainer down there. So I think before we do, so let's go ahead and, since we got Pikachu up on front, and now let's go ahead and face, or we could just take one step out of this, and then we could just barely take it out. Well, actually, we did not barely take it out, because we only did was take one step, and now that trainer just totally faced us, like, I'm a robot, I want to face you. Yeah, because some people think they're like more like machines or robots, and technically I'm not that kind of clever, because, and I just realized that forgot to realize, because since I was been like talking about you guys about since I lost my stuff, but the realize is that I got back on Twitter just because I already stopped explaining about that. But anyways, in recent back in the past, I've been seeing gosh, I know how much you people out there don't or do like movies. I've been seeing the Lego movie, and I've been heard that it's been kind of pretty funny. And now this is actually we should be fine, because Metapod, it has hardening on there, because it will not take a specifical tag on it, but what you could also use is a special tag on it, and then you should have no problem with it. Because, and well, you know, it's got static ability. Sweet. Awesome. Wait, you avoided the tag, Manpod? Really? Really? You avoided? How come, Manpod? How come you avoid the... For God's name's sake, you just avoided a second tag, and you really just barely missed it? Wow, Pikachu. What am I gonna do with you? And now that's 4 tackles, and... Okay, I thought I was sitting at the bar zone. I'm like, nope, it's not in the bar, it's not in the red zone, it's at the yellow zone. I'm like, okay. This is like 4 strikes in a row. What is going on here? Because I hate when this is going through. God! Thank you, Pikachu. Like, what is with you, buddy? What are you not? What is that your super duper Thundershock move? Isn't that sapping Metapod? Why are you not using that move on Metapod? Because all you do is avoid the attack. Ah! And now there's this, so I think Pikachu's have a little tough break for now. So let's go ahead and heal Fledgling for now. So let's go ahead and use our Handy Dandy potion, because since I have Super Potion, and I want to save those for later in the gym battles, because you might actually need them just in case if you're you might actually need them just in case if you're really struggling in battles, like in gym battles or gym trainers. Like I know there's like how to explain it. There are a lot of how to explain it. There's also also saying was there's a lot of trainers before you face the gym leader. And what I also known is there's this Rylu that we actually not actually seen what I've been talking about in this route. And I'm always forgetting that I'm always thinking that Rylu is also a steel in fighting, but I'm also known is that Rylu's not a steel and fighting, it's also fighting, but the final form of Rylu happens to be Lucario, happens to be a steel and fighting. Not just fighting, but well, not steel and fighting, but for Rylu it's fighting, but the final stage of it will be steel and fighting. Because I always get the mix up here because I just always don't understand their matchups here. I'm like they're well, how to explain their types and their moves, because like I'm always thinking that I'm just like, oh, what is the deal here? And I just couldn't put my finger on it. And now since we're okay with this Pokemon, since we got that peck, and that did not do seriously damage on it, because I was hoping it could do a lot more damage on it. And that reminds me, I also know is that, and we're at the place I were like, whoa! I also do know that there's a fledgling ability called Big Pecks that also have, if your enemy uses Leer or Tail Whip, and that means that our fledgling will not lower its speed. I mean, not defense. It will not lower our defense because we got that ability upper hand. So that's just sweet, because now that just makes us happy right now. So as I was saying is, the place where I live at, we're like getting like some terribly some snow around here. And I also do know probably about like a week or by 6 days, I think I do or not know that we're probably getting a lot of inches of snow. So what this lady is telling us is that you can jump over for a shortcut, and it's one-way thought. If you could jump over by accident, you have to take the long way back. Yeah, instead of walking back all the way. So let's go ahead and face this. Might be the last trainer, I think. But before I do, I forgot to say this, but just give me 1 second right now. What I do know is that and this is also Flabay, and I think it's the newest one, and I think it's also known as the Fairy type. And they added new in this game because it's a Fairy type, because now. And that reminds me, since they add the Fairy type in this game, I just want to know what Fairy types are weak to, because since I know a lot of Pokemon out there are really super weak against, but since it's now that has that Fairy move called Fairy Wind. But what I'm also curious is that what's Flabay weak to? Is it weak to fire or water or ice? Or just let me know what's weak to. I just can't put my finger on it. Let me guys know what Flabay is also weak to, so you guys let me know in the comments. That would be really so helpful. And before I do, is that, whoops, I just realized that down here is that we can't do anything else. So let's go ahead and check on what's going on over here on East, if I say it correctly. So. And now this sounds like the League 4, perhapsly. But now, I think, so what's going on over here? So can we go through this side? Where do you think you're going? Listen up. Taking on the challenges may be important, but as for what lies beyond here, you're not ready to tackle that yet. So what she's saying is that we can't pass theirs because we're not all the way half to the end. We're not all the way half till the end of the game. So what happens if I walk through here? This gate is the entrance to Victory Road. Only Pokemon trainers who have collect all 8 badges may pass. So the total number of badges is. Oh, I'm sorry about you don't have any qualifications needed to take on the Victory Road. Please come back when you have 8 badges. So. Gosh darn it, we don't have 8 badges yet. So we're just facing the Violet Gym Leader, and she also has Bug-type Pokemon, so we don't have, so what she's saying is, or he's saying is, that we don't have all 8 gym badges left. So we have to go all the way, and I just don't know anything else to say, but And then before I start, whoa, is that a Pokeball right there? What do you know? It's a super potion. I did not actually notice that. I thought it was going to be like a Pokeball there, or potion. But anyways, before I end off here, but first, let's go ahead and hear our Pokemon once and before. And like I said before, is that before I end it off, I forgot to add, because I forgot to add this into this video, is that it's been new in stores. It's called Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and I've heard that people might interest in Donkey Kong games or Super Mario games. Like I'm not actually sure which one I'm actually a fan of, but I just like all of them. But the real question is, what do you guys out there want? What do you guys want me to play for you? Like, so you guys actually see what you guys want me to play it, and then I can actually show you guys how to experience the levels, because I know how much people are really struggling the levels where you're getting through and the letters, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting it. But unless you guys have any questions or theories, please do let me guys know in the comments if you really want me to buy the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Please let me do and let me know in the comments, and that'll be really helpful. But I have something going in mind, but I was just saying, but you guys let me know in the comments, and that should be, I'll wrap it up here. So let me guys know if you want me to buy the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Let me guys know in the comments, and that should be it. So thanks for watching. So check down below the description for my channel and Twitter. Make sure you follow me up and help me guys on reaching that 100 subscribers. That will be really helpful on my channel. And thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys all next time. I think it's probably it, isn't it? No, it isn't.